Welcome back, my dudes. We are at Edgemont Elegance and we have made a ton of progress over the last week. It is Thursday, May the 8th, 2025. Without further ado, let's jump in and check out what's been going on. All right, so we are inside. We're in the foyer right now. The electricians are here doing electrician things. I don't know if you've ever worked on a job site before, but I am telling you, I think electricians have a viral allergy to brooms. There is wood shrapnel everywhere. That's just how they roll. Every electrician I've ever worked with, no brooms. Will not touch a broom. But let's go check out what they've been doing because they do great work otherwise. Okay, we are now upstairs and we have a ton of wire in the ceiling and in the wall. So let's talk a little bit about what this wire is for. So one of the first questions I had for our electricians when I was here last week actually was, why are they using blue wire? The answer is so that they know which circuits down in the main panel need to go on arc fault breakers. Over here, we've got a whole slew of wires. We've got power coming into this electrical switch box here. And then it's controlling some pendants, bathroom fan, and then a couple of pot lights as well. This one is for the mirror light. Pot light. I'm guessing that's power. That way they know what's going where and where to place these wires in the box. Don't know where you live, but in BC, each one of our bedrooms has to have its own smoke detector, which is hardwired and interconnected to every other smoke detector in the house. So every bedroom has a smoke detector, as well as there is a smoke detector in the upstairs landing or foyer, whatever you want to call it. Foyer if you're American. But anyways, we've got smoke detector there, smoke detector there, and we usually find them like right in front of the doors. Just an easy, convenient place to put them. If you don't know where your toilets are gonna go, how do you know where your floor joists should go, right? So we know where toilet is gonna go. Promise you, on the original drawings and the original joist layout, this joist was probably meant to go, in fact, I can almost tell that it was meant to go almost exactly where this toilet flange is. Carpenters, framers, your contractor needs to be thinking about, where's your tub gonna go? Where's your toilet gonna go? Because you need to make sure there's no structural members in the way, right? So floor joist under toilet, directly where this flange is, big problems. Beside, it's okay. Know before you go. All right, so we've received some inquiries as to like what the floor joists are and the beams, because maybe they're not typical to what you're used to seeing. So here what we have are Weyerhaeuser, I think that's how you pronounce their name, truss joist. So this is a laminated lumber bottom cord, which is what this guy is here, and then it's got the same thing on the top. And sandwiched in between the two of those is OSB plywood. Now, why do we like to use these? Well, A, we can drill bigger holes in them with no issue. We can also span greater distances and maintain rigidity. So using this type of framing material allows us to span greater distances and create a more solid floor. Now, attached is a parallam beam. Same deal with this. It's gonna give us less expansion and contraction because it's an engineered wood product. And again, it allows us to span greater distances and carry heavier loads. The number of holes that you can drill, or the size and number of holes that you can drill in these bad boys, is definitely very limited. So make sure before you drill a hole in a parallam, you check the span table. And before you drill a hole in your floor joist, you check the span table on the hole size and shape and location. And that's all listed in the span table, so you know what you can and can't drill. The other thing that we want to make sure we're doing, and this is pro tip for you at home, is make sure that there's something behind the framing of that drop ceiling. And what I'm more referring to, out here it's less important, but here it's critically important. And what this piece of plywood behind this 2x2 here does is it stops fire from crawling up the stud space, which is this cavity in here, crawling up the stud space and into the ceiling above, right? If we didn't have this piece of plywood here, and there was just a 2x2 here, there's nothing stopping fire from crawling up this wall into this drop, and then it has access to spread like wildfire, literally, throughout the house. So this sort of fire stopping detail will help to make sure that your house, should something catch on fire, doesn't go up in flames instantaneously. And, you know, I don't know what the statistics are. Maybe Ilya will pull them up and put a graphic on the video here, but seconds matter, minutes are even better. And by having this sort of fire blocking in place, it saves lives. So what the heck is this? This is a sanitary sump. So on this property, the basement slab is well below the sewer outlet, which we can show you is over there. And it's like maybe 2 or 3 feet below the ceiling height. So basement down here, sewer up there. So this is a sump pump that will actually pump the sewer water up. Now, one of these is a vent, right? Air behind water, and the other is where the stuff goes out. Obviously, if you have a home with any sort of sump pump or sanitary sump pump, the only things that can go down that drain are things that come out of your body, toilet paper, and shower water. That's it. You cannot be putting down any sort of anything else, disposable cloths, feminine hygiene products, anything of that nature, right? Just whatever comes out of your body, toilet paper, water. That's it. So that's what this is for. All of the drainage for this basement floor all comes into this sump pump, and then it'll get pumped up to the main sewer line. So that is how we allow toilets to exist in a basement that's below where the main stack to the city goes. So here we've got a pressure test on the gas lines that are going to the different gas bits and bobs that are going on this house. So we're gonna have gas to fireplace, then there's gonna be an outlet for barbecue, another outlet for fire pit, and then obviously any sort of, there's stove. I don't remember. Anyways, this is under test. So we do that so that we can make sure that if a gas line gets punctured, this pressure will drop and you'll know you've got a problem. We have skylights. Well, skylight in this room. There's, I think, 4 or 6 more out there. But anyways, look at how much beautiful natural light it adds in here. Incroyable. Mwah. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's adventure. Stay tuned by hitting the subscribe and like button. Drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Ask us your questions. We'd love to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and stay awesome.